Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today we have a list of players who are bargains under £1 million, and I have 11 of them, one for each position. Let's get into it. Up first, we obviously have the goalkeeper, and I have found Juan Soriano from Tenerife. As you can see, his value is between 85k and 850k. You can get him for 900k. It drove a bit of a hard bargain, did Tenerife, but you can get him for 900k with installments. And if you look at his attributes, he's very, very, very good. He's 25, so he's got a long time left as a goalkeeper. 14 aerial reach, 14 command of area, 16 reflexes, good one-on-ones at 13, good positioning, good mentals, everything's at least 13 that you'd need, good agility, good balance, all them good things. Jumping reach might be a little bit low, but again, for a bargain, you're not going to get everything 15 and above. It's not a world-class team, this. It's a bargain team. So first one is Juan Soriano. Next up, we have Alejandro Ramos from Peru. And you can get this guy for 400k. And if you look at his attributes, he is absolutely brilliant. He's got 15 tackling, 15 marking. He can also pass at 15. Everything really is above 12 that you would need. At 24 years old, he is brilliant. Now, in England, a lot of these players, you might not get work permits. Might be a problem. I'm not sure. You'll have to see yourself. But if you're managing anywhere else other than England, these guys, this 11 that I'm about to bring you, are all fantastic. Like I said, everything's above 12 that you want. His natural fitness might be a little bit low, but like with Soriano, you do have to forego some attributes because it's a bargain team. And for 400k, he is absolutely brilliant. The first centre-half we have is Yason Quiñones from Aguiles Dorados in Colombia. Now, as you can see on first glance, again, I've gone for a similar theme in most of these players. They're all very well-rounded. So this guy has got a bit of pace. He can jump. He's strong. He's got good positioning. His mentals are strong. His technicals are strong. And you can get this guy for 850k. That's what I managed to get him for. It was 500k up front and 350k over a couple of years. Now, you guys might be able to do it a bit cheaper, but you can get him for under $1 million, which is in line with this video. He's also got 14 leadership, so he could be your captain if you wanted. He's got a good trait in tries long passes, and his 12 passing's fairly good. Like I said, he's 25, he's a good age, and you can't really go wrong with him. So that is one half of the centre-back pairing. The second centre-back we have is Juan Escobar. Now, I know on first glance he's only 5'10" with 12 jumping reach, but again, you can get this guy for 100k. 100k, and his wages are really low too. As you can see from his attributes, he's very, very good. 15 anticipation, 14 bravery, 14 aggression, 16 positioning, 15 teamwork, 15 work rate. He's got good stamina, he's got good acceleration, his first touch is amazing, his heading's good, his marking's good, his tackling is, he can pass, he's got technique, vision. If you want to make him a ball-playing centre-back, that's probably his best role. You can't go wrong for 100 grand. Yes, you might be, like I said before, you're going to probably not get every attribute you ever want, but for the price, and you can get a good 2 or 3 years out of him and maybe sell him for a couple of million quid, he's absolutely brilliant. He's at Cruz Azul in Mexico. We're going to Mexico a few times in this video. But yeah, fantastic. Those two are the centre-backs, and we are on to our left-back next. Gabriel Fuentes is our left-back, and you can pick this guy up for 400k. As you can see, he has a bit of absolutely everything. There's only 2 attributes that are below 10, and that is corner taking and finishing. And even then, finishing is 9 for a left-back. So if he gets inside the box as a wing-back on attack, he's more than likely going to score compared to your other wing-backs. He's also got 13 technique alongside that, 11 long shots, but that's just his attacking stats. If we look at his defending ones, he's got 12 tackling, 12 marking, 12 positioning. He's got good pace, 11 at 13 and 13 at pace. He's even got quite a bit of strength at 13. His stamina's good at 14. His fitness is good at 14. His mentals are fantastic. Nothing, like I said, is below 10. Only thing at 10 is leadership, which is still very good. And 15 crossing is probably it's his best attribute, but it's probably his most important one if you want him to cross into the box a lot, which a lot of fullbacks obviously do. You can probably also play him as an inverted fullback if you want, or inverted wingback, because he's got 13 passing, 12 vision. He can do everything. He's a Swiss Army knife. He's a left-back who's fantastic. We're jumping into midfield now, and next we have Jesus Castillo from Alianza Lima in Peru. Yes, we are back in South America, and this guy is amazing also. If you look, he's got 15 tackling, 16 marking, 15 long shots. His mentals are fantastic again. He's left-footed, which might be a little bit of a nice balance. You could probably retrain him to play left back if you really wanted to. He's got 13 crossing, and his physicals aren't too bad either. Now, I got this guy on a good deal for 170k. But you guys, I think you can get him on a free transfer at the start if you look at their approach to sign. So again, defensive midfielder, there's not much you can ask for more than that. He's defensively absolutely brilliant, like I said, with his tackling, his marking, his positioning. He can also bang in a long shot with 15, and he's also natural in central midfield if you don't play with a defensive midfielder. The next player is Issouf Sissoko at Bordeaux. Now, in this video, I've gone for 3 midfielders. The defensive midfielder just previous, Sissoko is a centre midfielder, and then next I've got an attacking midfielder. So guys that do a bit of everything. This is more of a box-to-box guy, as you can see. He's got good tackling, he's got good marking, he can dribble, he's got good positioning, good off the ball, good aggression, bravery, physically very good. Also, what stands out is his personality, which is a perfectionist, which is fantastic. Now, I got this guy for 900k. Bordeaux were being a little bit hard to negotiate with, so I had to wait a couple of days to see if they'd accepted because they was very abrupt on the negotiations. But yeah, he's brilliant. He's also got a low wage. He's 21. He'll have potential. 15 work rate, 15 determination. This guy's just going to get better and better. And again, for just under $1 million, you can't ask for much more. At the attacking midfield position, we have Alvaro Fidalgo. Now, I know a lot of you guys might know him, but I couldn't not put him in this video. I got him for 500k. Been accepted for 500k, and even if one person that watches this video doesn't know about him, it's worth it. Like I said, I couldn't not put him in for less than 500k. I mean, look at his attributes: 17 passing, 16 flair, 17 vision, 15 technique. I could just go on and on and on. At 26, he's still got a long time to go. He's natural in centre midfield and attacking midfield. He could also play DM if you really wanted him. Maybe he's a segundo volante. He could play left wing as well because he's got 14 acceleration, 14 pace. Good, very good traits. Get into opposition area, tries killer balls often and places shots. You can't go wrong with this guy. Like, everyone should be signing him. Even if it's a backup for an elite team, this guy is just so good. And not only will you be able to get him for less than 500k, you can also sell him on for a lot once you've developed him a little bit and he's played very well, which he inevitably will be just looking at those attributes. In at right wing, we have Alejandro Zendejas, and he is fantastic. Again, he's a clubmate of the previous player, Fidalgo. He's also at Club America, but look at this guy's value. I got him for 25k. They wanted a little bit more than his asking price, which is 22 there. But you might be able to get him lower again, but even then, what a bargain. He's left-footed. He comes off the right wing. He's small, so you won't get any headers at the back post, but that's absolutely fine. 15 dribbling, 15 passing, 14 technique, 15 off the ball, 15 decision-making, which is a very underrated trait. He's got pace. He can cross. He can hit a long shot. He's got a bit of everything. And again, as with the others, he can play natural at right wing and central midfield. So if you want to, he can play as a Mazzala, he could play as a central midfield and attack, he could play an advanced playmaker, he could just play almost anywhere for you. And again, he can definitely get in teams that are in Europe. He can also play left midfield, left wing back, left wing, attacking midfield. You can't go wrong with him. He is absolutely amazing. In at the left wing spot, we have Kelvin Kampamba. Now, he's from Zambia. He's very cheap. I managed to get him for 50k. Again, you'll be able to get him for maybe less, but 50k is 50k. The only thing wrong with him is his work rate, which you can probably forego if you've got a strong midfielder work rates. You don't really need him to have work rate. He's got good passing, good vision, good flair, 17 natural fitness, so he'll keep fit throughout games when you've got a game every 3 days. He's got good dribbling. He's even got a long throw. He's got good traits too. He tries a bit of tricks. Tries long range free kicks, which he's got 13 for, and killer balls often. You could play him off the left wing. You could play him off the right wing. You could play him centre midfield. He can play everywhere in midfield. Not a problem. And as always, with these players, I am showing you, if it's a player from Colombia, you have to have the Colombian league loaded, or players from Colombia loaded at the start of your game. If they're not in your game, you have to start a new one. That's just for people that don't know that. Many of you will know that. But if you're wondering and you're like, I don't have this guy, why? It's because at the start of the game, when you picked your leagues, you have to pick like the Mexican league for Fidalgo, for example, and the Colombian league for Quinones, the centre-back. There's obviously no Zambian league in FM. So for Kampamba, you have to go into the advanced settings inside the the setup game part, which I've got a video on, which I'll link above now. And you have to load players from Zambia or from Africa. It's totally up to you which one you do. But yeah, Kampamba in at left wing for 50k. Last but not least is Tommaso Biaschi from Catanzaro in, I think, Serie B. He's a striker. He can also play left wing or right wing if you want, no problem. He's got a bit of pace, 13 acceleration, 14 pace. He's 6 foot, so he can win some headers. He's got 14 off the ball, 14 teamwork, 13 dribbling, 13 finishing. He's slightly older at 28, but even then you can get a couple of good seasons out of him. Sell him for a couple of million. He'll get you promoted a couple of times, or he'll get you goals to fire you into Europe if you're in like maybe a lesser European league. I just thought when I looked at him, I was like, for the price, which I got him for 650k, which is 400k up front and 250k over a couple of years, I just thought he could do pretty much every single role. If you're playing with an advanced forward, no problem. If you're playing with a pressing forward, again, no problem. If you're playing with an advanced forward, a deep line forward, sorry, he can also pass and he's got vision. He could even be a complete forward if you want, or a poacher. He's got a bit of everything. He plays a bit of everything, and Tommaso Biaschi is our striker. That is the 11. Thank you for watching. Leave a like on the video. That would be fantastic. Hit a subscription on the channel. And until next time, I will see you guys then. Goodbye.